The young man stood before the mountain again. Days had passed. The wind had changed. The sky had changed. But the mountain, it did not move. His heart was tired. "Master," he said softly, "I prayed. I worked. I believed. But the mountain is still here." The Zen Master looked at him with gentle eyes. "My son," he said, "why do you want the mountain to move?" The young man was surprised. "Because it blocks my path. Because it makes my journey hard. Because it stands in my way." The master smiled. "Look carefully," he said. "Is the mountain blocking your path? Or is it shaping your strength?" The young man was silent. The master picked up a small stone from the ground. "Water flows around rocks," he said. "It does not argue. It does not fight. It simply continues. And over time, even the hardest stone becomes smooth." He paused. "In the Bible, it is written that faith can move mountains. But many people misunderstand this. Faith does not always remove the mountain. Sometimes, faith moves fear. Sometimes, it moves doubt. Sometimes, it moves the weakness inside your own heart." The young man felt those words deeply. He looked at the mountain again. For the first time, he did not see it as an enemy. He saw it as a teacher. "What if," the master continued, "the mountain is not meant to move because you are meant to climb?" The wind blew gently across the valley. The master walked a few steps forward and placed his hand on the young man's shoulder. "Every person meets a mountain," he said. "For some, it is failure. For some, it is illness. For some, it is rejection. For some, it is loneliness." He looked into the young man's eyes. "The mountain does not come to stop you. It comes to show you who you really are." The young man's breathing became steady. "But master," he whispered, "what if I fall?" The master smiled again. "Then you rise. And what if I am afraid? Then climb with your fear." Courage is not the absence of fear. It is moving forward despite it. The young man felt something changing inside him. He realized that all this time, he had been waiting for life to become easier. He had been waiting for the mountain to disappear. But perhaps the real miracle was not the mountain moving. Perhaps the real miracle was his heart becoming stronger. The master pointed toward the peak. "You do not need to conquer the whole mountain today. Just take one step." "One step?" the young man asked. "Yes," the master said gently. "One honest step. One brave step. One faithful step." The young man looked down at his feet. He took a breath and he stepped forward. The mountain did not shake. The earth did not tremble. There was no thunder in the sky. But something greater happened. His fear moved. His doubt moved. His hesitation moved. And sometimes, that is the greatest mountain of all. As he began to climb, he realized something beautiful. The higher he went, the wider his vision became. The valley that once looked impossible now looked small. The obstacles that once felt overwhelming now seemed manageable. Halfway up, he turned back to look at the master. The master was still standing there, calm and still, like the mountain itself. And suddenly, the young man understood. The mountain did not move because it was teaching him how to stand firm. It was teaching him patience. It was teaching him strength. It was teaching him faith. And when he finally reached a high point and rested, he closed his eyes and whispered, "Thank you," not because the mountain had disappeared, but because he had changed. And that is the secret many people never learn. Life will not always remove your mountains, but it will always give you the strength to rise above them. The mountain that did not move, moved the man instead, and that made all the difference. This is God of Motive. Thanks for watching and stay focused.